Good morning, folks. You find me here in a rather breezy, bit of a cold Thursday morning here in Dundee. Now, it's a bit of a double-edged sword today, because on one hand, I'm happy because I'm going on holiday after tonight, and on the other side, I'm quite sad because I've got to go to the dental hospital and it's cold and I'm tired, and so not looking forward to this one, because I think what's going to happen, I'm going to get a tooth taken out here, folks. A bit of my tooth crumbled away, so right, people, and this is my usual dental dilemma, the hunger dilemma, because the appointments are 11:15 and I'm starving as it is, man. So, well, you had a curry last night for tea, so I've got to sort of just keep me going until it gets towards tea break time at work, where I'll be able to grab a sandwich or something. Yeah, so anyway, here we go. This is the Seabreeze building. This one is one of these modern, sort of nondescript, generic sort of big buildings that just start to spring up all over Dundee now, man. Not too bad with it. A lot of glass in them and stuff, which is quite good, I suppose, Not too bad, really. But just wondering how long it'll be before old Dundee is completely demolished and forever gone. The Caird Hall and all that sort of surrounding area. So it really is quite old and looking a bit dated. Well, it's obviously dated, that's why. But yeah, and even some of the buildings they put up in the 70s there, they are looking really awful, man. Some of them, there's a couple of buildings that really shouldn't even still exist. They're really bad. There's one beside the Bell Street car park, which has got a lot of scaffolding on the go at the minute. That's a hellish thing. And the first thing you see from Fife as you come in from Fife over the Tay Road Bridge is Mecca Bingo. Mecca Bingo, man. I mean, I should be happy because that's the company I work for, but I mean, it's the first thing you see when you come over. Dundee Bingo, yes. And then when you think of bingo, what do you think? You think of Jag, obviously, yes. The #1 bingo caller in Scotland. I was going to say the world there. Yeah, there, the world. Yeah, right, man. Right, folks, that's me done. Got my front tooth done this time, and the back tooth got something called Pink Fuji put on it, just to give it a sort of, just keep the surface from getting sensitive. So that's it done just now. Right, good morning, folks. Yes, hello, everybody. Now, today's task is to go and hand these holiday forms into work. I've got a few important dates that I need to cover. One is that Chelsea Lee is going to be doing Greece. She's going to be in the ensemble to do a musical version of that, so we need to go and see that. And also Bro's on holiday at some point, so we want to go and do something with Bro, or take a hotel break or something, because I always enjoy doing that. Now, as for my room at the moment, Rosie came in here the other day and she freaked out. She was like, this room is far too fussy, there's far too much going on here. I was like, what? She was like, it's far too much going on. So I took a look around and I thought, I suppose there is really, like my music stuff and my books and my puzzles and my, just stuff lying about the room. And it's a bit too, I need to tidy up, man. I need to get rid of all the crap that's lying about. Man, look at this, just crap lying about. Look at it all, it's just, that's Frankie's, that's Frankie's, and it's just things lying about that I don't really, I am the Stig badge, I mean, there's just stuff lying about it. A broken alien. I mean, like an alien that's got no legs and no arms. But I mean, I've told you all about that before, so that's what that means something to me. But there's just stuff lying about that. That needs to be got rid. Anyway, let's go up to work and hand these forms in before I do anything else. Right, now, scam alert, folks. Scam alert. Here we go. Unfortunately, we can't deliver your item today because there is a fee to pay. This is a scam that's going about, folks. This gets put through the letterbox. It's actually got my address on it as well, so I don't know whether it came through via the post or, which is a bit ironic, really, whether it came from the Royal Mail. It says, no, I am actually, the funny thing is, I am waiting on something coming from eBay. It's just one of these little, fidgety things. So it would have been able to fit through the door. So they've sent me this saying it can't fit through because the postage hasn't been paid by the seller, which is a load of pish because on eBay, the seller always pays. So And it says you have to go online to this royalmail.com/fee to pay, and you put in £2. You've got to pay £2. You've got to put your details in, obviously. So this is how they scam you. They get your details and then they start ransacking your account. So if you are, I mean, for an elderly person that comes to the door, say they are waiting on something, it's a shame, isn't it? I mean, it's just another scam, man. So if you get one of these grey ones that come through the letterbox, just totally ignore it, folks, because the ones that the Royal Mail give out are always red, aren't they? Always red, and they always try and leave things with a neighbour, I find. So that's a total scam, man. There it is. Look, the Royal Mail, Dundee East Delivery Office. Yeah, I mean, it's very certifiable, and you know, most people, I mean, even I thought, oh right, okay. It was Rosie who went, no, it's a scam, man, it's a scam. I was like, yeah, because as soon as I saw the £2 to pay, I was like, nah, there's no way it's £2 to pay, and blah de blah, you know. The sender did not pay the full postage amount due, £2. Yeah, so there you go. And you think, oh, it's only £2, I'll just go and pay it. Yeah, right. Right, folks, we've just handed my holiday forms in at work, and we are now sitting down at the front here, having a nice Baines bacon roll and a cup of coffee, man. So, and then I'm going to decide what to do. I might just go for a walk along the Esplanade. I don't know, it's a bit cold, but we'll see what happens. Right, folks, we have a slight change of plan because we've decided now, because it's so cold, that I'm actually coming into into an urban environment. I'm coming, oh my God, what's that? Look at that. A big pile of dog diarrhea there. Yuck. I'm coming into Broughty Ferry, go for a little stroll, go around the charity shops and see if I can find any more graphic novels or comics to pick up for Chelsea Lee. It's actually really cold, man. There's a biting wind, and seemingly there's snow on the horizon, folks, for the weekend. Oh. See you when I get to a charity shop. It's a double hood day. It's double hood. It's so cold. Just like to say hello to Granddad is an old man, or G-Dad as I call him. This charity shop, sort of gold or garbage that he does, this inspires me to do this charity shop haul. I call mine charity shop junk or gem, but it was basically Granddad is an old man who started the charity shop trend. So do tune into Granddad is an old man. Go and subscribe to him. Granddad, well, he is an old man and he's a granddad. Great stuff though, Granddad. Keep up the fantastic work. Look here, spotted. Look here, spotted. Pac-Man. Same book, folks. Right, folks, I've given up my charity shop hunt. There's nothing in them anyway. When you've got 2 bits of fillet steak, this has floored me, man. I asked for 2 bits of fillet steak from the butchers, and 1872. I thought it was going to about a year or something. I thought, what happened in the year 1872, mate? He said, no, that's 1872. What? Is that expensive? I just mean, no, surely not, man. But hey ho. Well, I suppose if you go for a steak, it's about that for one, isn't it? Anyway, so, but crikey, that's me. I've been buckled by the price, folks. I'm going home. Blue Kia spotted, another one. Well, folks, starting to have a little bit of a tidy out. So I've ripped this off. Don't know if any of you noticed. This has been stuck to the bottom of my door here for the last, goodness knows, 20 years or something. It was at the bingo. We had some sort of pretend Oscar ceremony or something. Of course, I won. I can't remember what it was, some award thing. So we had these stars stuck to the floor, but some of them we didn't use. So this one was unused. So I thought, oh, So Humphrey Bogart, it was. So I stole it. So I've just peeled it off my door, trying very carefully not to peel any paint off it. But look what's happened, folks. Look, disaster. Look. The actual star itself has sort of transferred itself onto the bottom of my door. So, look. And I've got this thing here as well. This treble cleft, which is going to have to come off. So I don't know if that's going to... I'm scared to peel that off now in case any of the paint comes off of it. So there we go. Disaster, folks. Humphrey Bogart. Of all the gin joints in all the world, you have to walk into mine. Now, I was going around my guitar the other day, the Harris fixed. So there were a couple of bits that were chipped here and here. Now these were caused by just the guitar falling and just general, you know, just wear and tear on the guitar. So Harris has fixed them, and he's also set the guitar up. So what that means, folks, is that from the neck up here down to the saddle down here, the action is the distance between the string and the fretboard. So as you can see, the action is more or less the same right the way down to the bottom there, so down to the 12th fret, which is awesome. So it's like an old friend has returned. It was always a good guitar to play. But there we go. There's some old telly. It's back to how it used to be, man. Over the last couple of years, I must admit, I did notice a sort of a difference in the way it was playing. The action was getting a little bit higher as I changed the strings constantly, and just general wear and tear in the guitar and dirt and stuff. It all causes sort of the playability of it to lessen, shall we say. Not that it ever sort of, you know, decreases to the point where it's an absolute rubbish guitar to play. It's always been a really good guitar to play, even no matter how sort of how many faults were with it. But as I said, the fretboards had chipped, and as the action was getting a little, just not high, but just a little bit sort of, you know, noticeable now, where I could play some chords and it was going, oh, and up the fretboard and stuff. Listen to me, I sound like I'm a total pro, eh? But so yeah, so I got Harris to fix the this is done at Dundee's Music Studios, which is the premium guitar place in Dundee to get your guitar fixed, folks, and go and get your songs recorded. If you're a young band out there, why not pop along to Dundee's Music Studios in... Now, where is it again? Hang on a minute. Barrack Street. Is that, am I correct in thinking Barrack Street? Yeah, just down beside the Battersea Dogs home. Not the Battersea Dogs home. That's miles away. It's in London. The Brown Street Kennels is what I'm trying to say. That's where it is. So go down there and get your music done down there, folks. We've got loads of rooms and stuff down there. Brilliant. And so Harris, who runs the place, is a true gem of a gent. He really is. So he fixed my guitar, fixed those frets, and it's now back to being a playable, absolute fantastic. It's going right in the mood for writing some songs. And here we go. We have the inaugural unveiling of my old keyboard that's been down in the cellar for like the last 2 years. The Roland VA5. As you know, folks, I bought the Roland Juno DS, which has been a great companion over the last couple of years. But when I bought it, I didn't realise two things. I didn't realise, right? The first thing, which is an absolute nightmare when I didn't realise, it doesn't have any internal speakers on it, so you have to plug them into your own monitors there, which is a right pain in the arse. So I didn't realise that. I mean, how stupid can it be? And it's a little bit complicated to work, and it doesn't have any sort of single finger action on it, which the VA more than makes up for. So Roland, I love Roland as a keyboard company, man. Really, really good. So this VA, okay, so there are bits to it that it's an old version of the VA. There was the VA3, the VA5, the VA7, which is the better one, and also it runs on floppy disk, which is like something from the 80s, man, isn't it? The floppy disk. And unfortunately, there are like a few hundred extras I could have had if the person who gave this to me had remembered to keep the floppy disk. However, there are still more than enough on this to keep me going, especially the rock and the pop sounds, which are fantastic. It's got this little arranger thing with the drums. It's got fills, which really, really help. Whereas the Juno DS is more like a just a keyboard for playing, not for arranging songs, shall we say. That's more like a background, sort of filling some weird sounds, which I still use that, and it's an expensive keyboard there, 600 quid for that. Whereas this came to me totally free, man. So I can't remember who gave it to me. Was it my mate Alan? It might be Alan or Jamie, one of those two. Anyway, so I've got myself back into using this again. I've just been mucking about with it recently, and suddenly remembering how good it actually is. Okay, the keys are great. Pianos, organs, all these sort of things. It's got this thing here, this beam controller, which makes the sounds, which you can really alter sounds on that. And it's got this thing here. What's that called? What do you call it? A screen. Yeah, a screen. So yeah, I'm quite happy to having this back. So if you listen to some of my new tunes, folks, which I'm going to be doing shortly, right in the mood again for creating some new stuff. Okay, so all the equipment I have. It's got my VA, my analog, Foztech, the old Fender Telecaster is back, and of course my old self. See what we come up with over the week.